Hey guys, it's Chelsea, and I wanted to do a quick feature comparison video. I recently got a new backpack, and it is actually an upgraded model of a backpack that I've had for a while and that you guys have seen before if you've been watching my videos. And I will tell you that the backpack that I already had, I absolutely adore, but there were just two or three things that I just could never get over that kept it from being perfect. And I recently saw the same backpack in its newer model, and they had fixed all of the things that I was upset about. And so I decided, especially with my upcoming 30-day trip to India, that it was time to upgrade the backpack. The backpack that I'm talking about is the Osprey FlapJill Backpack. Like I said, I have been in love with it. I got my original one. I was trying to think back. I'm pretty sure I bought it in fall of 2012. So the model that I just recently got was the 2015 fall model. And like I said, it had a lot of changes. Obviously, there was a long time between 2012 and 2015 for them to make upgrades, and I've seen small improvements throughout the years when I've looked back at this bag, but this one just has blown me away just in the few days I've had it with the features it has. Obviously, I'm reserving my full review until after 30 days in India because that is going to be the ultimate test of this backpack, carrying it every day as my work backpack because I am going for business. But I wanted to go ahead and do a quick side-by-side comparison of the backpacks simply because that was something that I struggled with when I was trying to decide if I was going to upgrade, because honestly I felt a little silly buying another backpack that was the same model as the one I'd had. But to be honest, I have loved the FlapJill backpack to death. There were just two or three things that just weren't perfect about it. Excuse me. And they have been made for, so far, from what I can tell, perfect in the new model. So I'm going to turn you around so I can show you both of the backpacks side by side, and then just do a quick feature rundown of each of them so that you can see the difference in them. And I'll show you the things that I like better about the newer model. Okay, so here they are side by side. The light blue one on the right is the 2012 model. The one on the left is the 2015 fall model. First of all, just looking at color, I was a little sad to leave the light blue, but I do kind of adore this, I guess, magenta color. I would have loved to have seen this backpack in maybe a dark teal color. That would have been really awesome. It comes in a khaki, a black with a teal zipper, and a navy, I believe, are the colors. This magenta was the only color the store I was at had, and I did like it, so I decided to go ahead and go with it. The blue one, I did really enjoy the color of it. The straps were changeable, the green straps there were 3 different strap colors you could change. That was not an option on this bag. To be honest, that wasn't something that I was really upset about because I have never changed them here. The straps are just in my nightstand where they were when I put them there when I bought the bag. One thing I do really like, just design-wise, of color, is you'll notice that this blue, the light blue one, has that design, like the poppies on there. That was cute when I first got it, but I kind of grew tired of it, so I'm sort of glad that they went away from that on this bag. I am glad that they kept the reflective trim on the flap, and then they added some on the bottom as well. On this bag, you'll notice that I've had this light, I put this light on it, which is pretty much burned out now because I've had it for a long time. And I will probably put a light on here. I just haven't transferred it over. But it is interesting that this strap covers it up. So I'm not exactly sure what I'll do as far as a light. I guess I could always tuck the strap in and then have the light there, which is probably the best thing to do. I do love the flap cover on both of them, so that was obviously a quick decision as far as keeping the same style of bag. You'll notice that the new bag, I'm going to call it the magenta bag, seems to be a little bit wider and a little bit taller. It was, I believe, 2 inches wider and 1 inch taller based on what I think I found as the dimensions. It was hard to find information on this bag just since it's so old. But it definitely, you'll see, and the size was one thing that just really frustrated me with this bag. It was like it was almost too small all the time. It was like it almost had enough room all the time. And so I frequently found I needed to carry more stuff that would fit in it, so I am glad for the extra space. Now, you're about to see the organization in the magenta bag is just top notch and well above and beyond the blue bag. So I think that that is helping as well. You'll also notice that the light blue bag has pretty much no wear on it at all. Now, obviously I don't carry a backpack every single day, but I probably have carried that bag 2, maybe 3 times a week since 2012. In fact, from probably 2012, 2013, I carried it every single day, or every single weekday at least. Osprey bags are great. They have a lifetime warranty against defects, and they'll replace it at any time if something happens to it. But honestly, it has no wear at all. So that was one thing that really made me not hesitate at all as far as buying another Osprey bag. So I'm gonna go over what is in the light blue one so that then I can contrast what is in the magenta one. All right, so in the light blue bag, you have your flap here, and you have one side zipper pocket. Now, my complaint about this side zipper pocket is that it is not very deep. As far as, let's see if I can do this with one hand. As far as once you get stuff in there, there's not a lot of extra pocket coming out this way. So any depth that you put, like say you put a water bottle in here, that's going into the space in the backpack, which I had a lot of problems with. I would get my computer and a couple other things in there, and then I'd try and put the backpack or the water bottle in there, and it was just really tight. It was as if this pocket needed a little extra volume in it. All right, so then that's the only external pocket. There's nothing on this side. There's no water bottle pocket that isn't zipped closed. And then there's no other pocket like on the top or anything like that. So that was something that is always frustrating to me when I'm carrying a backpack, is that you have to take it off to get to stuff. But this one you have to take off and open the flap really to get to stuff. So it has 2 buckles as compared to this one that just has 1. So far I'm loving 1 a lot better than getting 2 unbuckled. So inside this bag, you have 1 zippered pocket here, which, to be completely honest, I rare to never used because of the same reason as the side pocket. There was not much volume space in here, and anytime I put something in there, it either bulged out really badly or pushed into the bag. There was a key fob thing as well that I don't think I've ever used. And then another pocket that I rarely used was this one. It has some nice organizational features, but again, once you got stuff in, you could not use both of these pockets at the same time, and this was just a Velcro close, so I was always worried to put stuff in there that could potentially fall out. So mainly what I used was this side pocket and the inside pocket. So the inside does have this nice bungee to keep everything secure in there, and that was really nice. I did like that a lot. Once you get inside of it, it's just really basically a no super good organization in the inside. You do have a padded sleeve for your laptop, and one thing I do like about Osprey's laptop padded sleeves is they have, the bottom of them do not sit directly on the bottom of the bag, which is really nice. If you set your bag down, you're not setting directly down on the laptop there. So it just has this one padded sleeve. Now, like I said, this backpack worked just fine for me, but I frequently found I was struggling with organization because everything would end up here in the inside pocket, and if I had a lot of stuff, I had to pull everything out to get anything in or out. If something was below something else, I was having to pull stuff out. So because of that, it just almost felt like it was too small all the time. It was like every time I filled it up, I just needed a tiny bit more room. So let's look at this bag for some comparison. So like I already said, it just has the 1 buckle here. Which I have liked so far. It's just easier to get 1 buckle buckled than trying to get 2 buckled and unbuckled. As far as outside pockets, they did not disappoint on this bag. First of all, you have the same zippered pocket like you had on the other one, except for this one has a lot more depth to it. You can kind of see they've sewn basically this extra panel into it. That makes the world of difference in this pocket. The other thing that I really like is that it zips down really far, but then there is this big space that it doesn't zip down. I like that a lot because right now I have my Mac charger hiding down in there in the bottom of that pocket, and I can still fill up the rest of this pocket without having to worry about my Mac charger falling out. Now, they did go away from the patterned inside, which you have on the inside of this bag, but that's something that really doesn't bother me. Some of the other colors had some different colors on the inside. As long as a bag is light colored on the inside, it really doesn't bother me. or matter to me what it looks like. But this side pocket has been excellent for computer chargers. I fit, a little toiletry bag in here the other day. I really like how they've extended this and let it come out further in the bag, outside of the bag instead of pressing inward to fill up. Now, this was probably one of the biggest selling points, is that they added an external non-zippered water bottle pocket, which that allows me to use this other side pocket for things that need to be zipped closed and then have still a place to put a water bottle. Now, I will say that I frequently do like to put my water bottle in the zippered pouch if I'm somewhere gross. For example, I used to work at a hospital and I really did not like my water bottle top just sitting out in the open or on an airplane or something like that. So it is nice to be able to zip up and close your water bottle pocket, but it's also nice to have access to this pocket and still have a place to stick a water bottle. And this expands out with this little piece of elastic, and it seems very secure. I had my Clean Canteen water bottle in here the other day, and it felt really nice in there. So you also have, which I haven't used this pocket yet, but I am excited about it. You also have a pocket right here under the handle for the bag. Now both bags do have a handle on the top, which has been handy for grabbing the bag, but this is a fairly deep pocket here. It goes down most of the flap, and this would be a really nice hidden pocket for sticking your wallet in, or sticking your keys in really quickly. I am not sure really how secure it is as far as like people being able to grab stuff out of it. I feel like as long as it's zipped, it's going to be difficult to get your hand under there and get in the underneath there and get it unzipped. But so I don't think I put super valuable stuff in there, but it is nice if you swing your bag around off your back, you don't have to unbuckle the flap, zip down to find your wallet. You could just grab something out right there. Now, like I said, it does have the one buckle here. Now, one thing I am really happy with about this flap is they've put almost like a little bit of a give to it here, so that it's not really flimsy. And maybe it's that my other one is really broken in, but it actually kind of folds itself back, where the other one is really flimsy. This one is kind of stiff almost. It does have this handle, which is nice. I never really thought of needing that on my old one, but it's nice. Then this design has been so much better. So before you had just the flat pocket here. And like I said, it didn't have much space in it. This one is much better. You have, this is your organizational pocket. It zips closed, which makes me feel so much more secure about putting things in here. And it also has a lot of extra space built in coming out of the bag instead of going into the bag. So you have a significant amount of space in there. I've been using this pouch to hold my I've got just like a little sewn pouch that I keep all my extras for work. My pen, my sticky notes, my note, like a little scratch pad, those kinds of things. I've been putting that in there. If I was carrying this bag every day, I'd probably just put my pens and stuff in here. But usually I'm between my desk and my bag, and so I just stick that bag in here. It's got plenty of space. When I was just practicing kind of packing it up for my India trip, I also put my liquids quart size bag in here, and that would be really nice when you get to security to just pull out as well. So that's got tons of space in that pocket. This pocket I am absolutely in love with as well. It goes pretty much the whole front of the bag here. It's very deep. It fits my bullet journal, which is how I keep organized for work, very nicely with tons of room to spare. You could definitely fit a magazine, a tablet, something like that in there. That's a really nice pocket. Once you go to the inside, on the back here, you've got the padded flap like you had on the other bag, but you also have this one isn't really padded. The back of it's padded, but the front of it isn't. This is another slip pocket that goes all the way towards the bottom, and then this is a zippered padded sleeve. I am in love with this organization. My MacBook Air fits beautifully in here with tons of extra space. I think I'm going to use this one for paperwork, especially my travel plans. And then this zippered pouch is perfect for my iPad with a lot of extra space. I can actually fit my iPad and bullet journal in here with room to spare. My iPad actually fits the widthway and lengthways in here. So pretty much everything that I normally carry fits in this bag in all of these external pockets. And then you still have a significant amount of space in the inside of the bag. So I have found that the magenta bag has way more organizational space and just places to put things other than that middle empty hole, black hole pocket. I so far have been really happy. Like I said, I've only had it for not even a week yet, but I've carried it a few times for work stuff, and then I've also packed it up as my carry-on just to see how everything would fit in it for my trip to India, and I've been really happy. I will definitely do a full review of the magenta bag after I'm back from India, because I feel like I will have a much better feeling of how it's wearing and how I feel carrying it every day and during my travel. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick side-by-side comparison, because that was something that I was really curious about when I was looking at the bag. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll put a link to the new bag in the description of the video. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. One thing I did just realize is that I forgot to turn the bags around and show you guys the other side of it. The main reason I forgot about that is because not much has changed on the back, which is totally fine with me because I was very happy with the straps of this bag. So both of the bags have the chest harness, which can be adjusted. On the purple bag, it can be adjusted all the way across this length, which is kind of hard for you to see right now. Oh, there you go. See this kind of bar? You can adjust it all the way on there. This one, you could adjust it on 3 different places. I never had to adjust it, but I do like this design because it just gives you a lot more functionality. I am now noticing that this has reflectors on the straps as well, which is really nice. And then both of the bags do have the waist strap, which is removable. You can take that off. I cannot carry a bag without a waist strap for a extended period of time, so that was definitely one of my requirements. These waist straps aren't in any way padded, so if you were carrying this for a very long time, you would want to have them padded, but this works perfectly fine for what I use this bag for. As far as the straps themselves, the design is pretty much the exact same, which is fine. I've really liked this kind of, welted into the bag design, fits really well. I will say that at least now, the Ospreys do come in I guess they did before too. This is the FlapJill, so it's the female cut of the bag. They also have a FlapJack that is a male cut of the bag. And I originally, when I was at the store, they had one of each. And I did try the FlapJack because it's a little bit bigger than this magenta, maroon, whatever I decided I was calling it bag. It is bigger because it is the male cut of the bag. So I said, well, okay, I've been wanting bigger. Let me try that on. I will tell you that I kind of thought it was a crack of shit that they were saying, oh, one's a female cut and one's a male cut. It felt completely different. I will tell you, the curvature of this bag just fit my body so much better. You'll notice the straps on this one are kind of more exaggerated curve. These are too. I think it's just the light is making it hard to see. They curved in on my shoulders. This part was also significantly narrower than the male bag. The male bag, the male cut of the bag, these straps went all the way out to the sides of the bag here. And so they hit my shoulder really wide out on my shoulder and not on a comfortable spot. So I was much happier with the female cut of this bag and very glad that they have both options, because it was very obvious to me after I packed everything up in each that the fit was better for me on the female bag. Now, I say pack everything up in each. I actually took this bag stuffed full of everything that I normally carry for work to the store and had them let me put it in each of the bags. They were very gracious and thought I was a little funny, but they let me do it. But anyway, I just wanted to add that little piece on because I think it is important. Those straps are very important to me, so I figured I would show you guys as well. Like I said, not much change. I do like the addition of the reflector and that there is a longer path to move the strap on here. And the straps are removable, which is nice for people who might not like them, but I love that they are standard on the bag because they are things that I really like, especially when carrying the bag for a long time. Anyways, I think that's it. I promise this time. And I will talk to you guys later.